Hello, everybody. Welcome to the inaugural, I can't say that, Pulse Podcast by Patterson Health Center. I'm Kristen Birket. I'm your host, and we are so excited. I am sitting here with Sarah Teaff. She's the CEO, so welcome.
Thank you, Kristen. I'm excited about this podcast. It's a really great idea. So we'll see what we can, if we make this a good inaugural session.
We're
today.
hoping.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about all things medical.
Okay.
You know, throughout the podcast, we're going to have different people on. We're going to talk about dialysis and anything that the public might want to talk about.
Sounds good.
So if anybody has any ideas, you can email me at info@pattersonhc.org, and I'll get that email. And we always welcome ideas, and we welcome criticism and compliments. We love compliments.
We do love compliments, and we don't get those quite as much, but when we get them, we love to celebrate them.
Yes, absolutely. So I guess the first thing we really want to talk about is dialysis. It's brand new, and we are so excited. We're so thankful to the Harper County Health Foundation for doing the fundraiser to bring it in. It's not done yet, so if you want to give, you can go to the Harper County website. So we'll put that on our Facebook page. And so can you kind of tell me how it's going?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like you said, the Harper County Health Foundation was really pivotal and critical to making this come to fruition. They made an announcement last year at our annual meeting and said, look, we're going to do this. We need the community to stand behind us. And the community delivered. And within a year, they had enough funds raised that we were able to get some of our foundational costs taken care of. And so we added 2 Tableau machines, which are the dialysis machines for the patient. We got our medical director on board, Dr. Short. We got a dialysis program director on board, Lisa Apperson.
And she is fast.
She is. She really got this going. In fact, I was a little scared to make sure everything's in place, but she did it beautifully. We saw our first patient this Monday, and I think that was June 3rd. And so the patient is here for the 3rd time this week. So generally dialysis patients have dialysis 3 times a week for approximately 3 to 4 hours. It just depends what their treatment looks like. And so hopefully now we'll be able to see more patients, fill this gap. And like Kristen said, we're not done. There's definitely more we need to do. We've got more patients to help out there, which means more machines, more equipment to be able to do that. But with the community's help, and everyone's been so supportive, I think we'll be able to continue and scale dialysis and help as many people as we can.
Yeah, and this is kind of to improve the quality of life of people who usually you would have to travel like 2 hours a day just for dialysis treatment.
Yeah. So it really is. I mean, this is a life-sustaining treatment. People can't go without dialysis. And what our population was doing right now, they were having to schedule public transit or coordinate with their caregiver, taking off work. Oftentimes the caregiver needs to take off work to be able to do this. And so the closest places, Wichita was going to be the closest place you were going to get to do dialysis. So yes, you're on the road then an additional 3 hours. So you have 3 days a week that are completely compromised by your dialysis treatment. But now people right in your backyard can get their dialysis here.
So exciting.
It is. And it's more, of course, it's a more intimate setting. You're getting a lot more attention than you will at those bigger dialysis centers. In Wichita, and I know our dialysis patient right now is probably being treated, just so beautifully right now as the only dialysis patient, and so hopefully we'll be able to spread that out a little bit. But yes, they would have to normally travel to Wichita 3 days a week at the very least. Some treatments oftentimes can be a little bit more. It just depends what your physician wants you to do. But yeah, it's going to improve the quality of life substantially for the dialysis patients we're able to see here.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
And moving on, because we are going to have Lisa on our podcast at some point, so we will kind of stop our dialysis talk right now and move on. So if you've been following our Facebook, you see that we have a giant heart.
We do, a giant heart.
Yes.
Okay, yes, we do.
So we're very excited about that because it's an educational tool. We can take it out to the schools.
And let's first say, but it's a testament to your writing skills. We were awarded a grant. Remind me who gave us the grant.
The Kansas Health Foundation.
Okay. So awarded a grant. We blew it up right away. It's an inflatable heart and lungs.
It is very loud, but it's amazing. It's so much fun.
It is. So hopefully we'll be able to get that out around in the community, give folks some education on heart and lung health. It's a very cool walkthrough type heart and lung, anatomically correct. Hopefully a lot of kids will really like it.
I hope so.
All of us adults really liked it when we blew it up right in our entryway.
Kids.
We did. Absolutely. So, but it's supposed to, also some of the services we have here, cardiopulmonary type services in particular. We have DEXA scans, all of those things. And Kristen, with the clinicians that do this kind of work, are going to put educational materials together to make sure the community is well educated. As they're walking through this heart and lung, they'll be able to get education and the services that we provide right here at home. Again, we want people to be able to get healthcare right in their own backyard.
Right. And that was Neil Patterson's dream when he funded this place. So
absolutely. To become a beacon of progress really for rural communities and hospitals to be able to do this. And so his vision is really unique, and this is an amazing thing to have. This doesn't happen every day. You don't have a benefactor that cares so much about rural healthcare to ensure this kind of facility comes to fruition. And so the community is very fortunate. It's a beautiful facility with a lot of great resources. So it's a testament to him and that vision.
Oh, for sure.
And again, then you have to think about the board and those people that pounded the pavement to sell this dream to the community.
Right.
And it had to be voted on, and people had to agree on it and come together. And it's just amazing thing, the tenacity that people must have had to get this going. And now we celebrate our 5-year anniversary in a few weeks.
Yeah.
So it's pretty amazing.
June 22nd, we're actually, it's still in the early planning process. We're going to have a little party. So come on out, and we'll have more details later on our Facebook page. But just mark your calendar, June 22nd.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
Yeah. And another new thing we have is our mobile clinic.
We do.
And so we're up to 2 communities now. We're going to Norwich and Argonia. And so can you tell me how that's going?
Yeah, I think that's going really well. We have a great provider that's on board, Maddie Passett. Maddie Passett goes out every Monday, like you said, to Norwich and then Argonia. Her nurse, Jana, goes along with her during that time. So we're able to do about anything that we do in this clinic here at Patterson. Cool. We can do that on the mobile clinic. So it really is, it's kind of cool to see and to go in there and see everything that they've been able to fit in that mobile clinic. It works, like I said, very much like a regular clinic. You call, you make your appointment, you drive up, you check in like you would at the clinic, and then the provider will see you face to face and then send you on the way. If any follow-up or anything that needs to be done, we'll make sure those things happen, referrals, any of those things can happen right on that mobile clinic. Some blood draws, if you need blood drawn, some of those things can be done. And so walk-ins and same days are very welcome. So you wake up that morning, you see on your Facebook page that they're going to be in Norwich today or they're going to be in Argonia today. I can go ahead and go see a primary care provider and not have to take a whole day off work or bring my health. You wake up, your kiddo's running fever that day.
Right.
You can pull right up to the mobile clinic and get your kiddo seen. Or yourself seen.
Yeah.
It is very cool.
Well, and we're very thankful for the community as well for that, because it was paid for by tax credits as well as help from a couple other grants, but tax credits are really what took the bulk of it.
So. No, it is. It's definitely a testament to how people care about this facility and making sure we increase access to primary care services for rural folks. We just tend to be, as a population, sicker and more complex than our urban counterparts, and it's harder for us to get to adequate primary care. And so the mobile clinic is hopefully alleviating some of that burden for our rural people. And even when it's not out seeing patients, there's other community service initiatives that we want to partake on. The Patterson team is looking at those things throughout the year. I was just talking to the foundation director, Lori Wilson, who is awesome. Maybe some wellness at work type initiatives starting, and how we can partner together and utilize that mobile clinic in different ways, in addition to going out to Norwich and Argonia. So looking forward to some big things for it.
That's so cool. Forward. And again, if somebody has an idea, let us know.
Oh yeah.
Give us a call or email the email address I just gave. And
Our Facebook page, we check messages on a regular basis as well. So it tends to be another place people can get a hold of us for any ideas.
Yeah. And so lastly, we have a new payment system.
Okay, yes.
It's called Care Credit. And so can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so Care Credit is essentially, it's a credit card. It works very much like a credit card. I think it's a lot more intuitive for patients to use. They can go online, do a brief application, and it'll spit out what your credit limit is at that point. Really helpful for folks that may have some outstanding bills or have some surgeries or big things coming up that maybe insurance is just not quite covering and you need that extra assistance. So Care Credit is going to be very useful for those patients. When my kiddos, I had 2 of them because dentists also oftentimes take this too. I had some kiddos who were getting ready for wisdom teeth to be pulled out. I wanted to do them both at once, just knock it out. And it's expensive to do those. So I, used Care Credit, and we were just able to pay it out in our own time. Now, you've got to pay it out with a certain time frame to avoid some of the interest rates, but you just got to look at what's right for you. And Care Credit does offer a lot of options. So I believe you can go on our website or even on our Facebook page to get information on Care Credit. And those of you that have Care Credit, if there's things you need to get done and just haven't been able to, we do now already start accepting. We accept Care Credit at this time. Yeah.
Cool. And I think that's really all I had for this one. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I don't think so. I have a feeling you'll be bringing me in here every now and then for different things. So no, just kind of getting a feel for this. I'm really excited to hear the first episode and what we have going on. And I think this is a great new way to reach people. Yeah. So it'll be a lot of fun.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.